Okay, I think that is that, so I can just go share it. Do 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 do. I can't find my own stream. Live stream. God damn it. There we go. What? I'm trying to RT myself. Do 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 do. For those tuning in, all right. I'm gonna assume that works. It's always so uncertain. And I'm going to try to have my chat up. Be nice if this were possible to be like stickied or something. Nope, does not do that. In Windows, I used to be able to sticky stuff, and that was fun. Okay, well, we'll deal with it. All right, game plan for today. So this is where we left off. We made a simple dashboard thing, took in an API key, got familiarized with Tailwind UI, and now I can at least see some posts of mine. It looks like it's not every post, so there's stuff I need to think about here. So probably sounds like there's pagination of some sort. Anyway, so the goal for today is to create posts, and I imagine that will be the bulk of the time, is to make a nice editor, and then obviously hydrate that with existing posts. Hey Will, what's up? Hey Will. Um, so that's the game plan. Like, create an editor. I think this can take forever, right? Like, if you want to do it really well, but look, like, I don't have. Um, it's not a super high bar to beat, because this is the bar. it's just it's just a text box, with no syntax highlighting or anything. So I think I can do better than that. But obviously, it's really a matter of like how far do we want to go with this. I have created like upsert experiences before where you can actually edit. Your audio is kind of low. God damn it! It's always with this issue, isn't it? Um, Always need my mic test. See, this is what I have in OBS, and I mean I could make it closer to me. La 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 la. But what it really needs to do is to pick up the audio. Be really nice if it just boosted. There we go. 20 dB. So that should make me a lot louder now. And I'm just going to keep going. We'll sort this out, Will. Thanks for sticking in there with me. Okay, so let's do create posts. I have done no prep on this, so we're really going to start to explore the Dev.to API better. Thanks, Will. All right, I'm going to just give it an extra boost just so... fuck it. I tried to type in 50 and it didn't let me. 50. No. 40. No. All right, 20. All right, you're fine with 20. Okay. How about 30? No, 25. 29. 25. Okay. All right. I'm going to do 25 then. Silly OBS. No, I mean, obviously it's free, so really appreciate it's quality software. Dev.to API. So we're just going to explore the API together. See what's up. Hopefully they don't kill the API on me, but I mean, sounds like they're still working on this. And we are going to try to create a new article. Look at that. I just post a thing to articles. Uh-huh. It can be a blog post, a discussion question, article within the code. There's a limit of 10 articles created each 30 seconds by the same user. Sure. Dude, like no one's doing that. A newly created article. Actually, what's my payload? Oh, okay, I can do this. Fine. All right. So let's try it. Let's try setting up a endpoint that that does this. Yeah. By the way, I figured out a bunch of after the stream yesterday. I figured out a bunch of small details to do with like getting Tailwind CSS deployed with React and TypeScript together, so you can see my commits on the GitHub. But it's not really that much. It's only I tried to like squash everything so you can actually follow along. So this is the stuff I did after the live stream. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna just make a new page. Call it the editor. This is the index or this like dashboard. We'll make a new page and call it the editor. And then we'll send a sample payload to this thing and see it actually work. And I think that'd be a nice demo. My goal today is just to actually have a usable new blog post, and then at the end of the day today, I will make a new blog post with the CMS tool I just made that would hopefully be better than this. I would also like to post images. I don't know if they like gave me an image thing. It sounds like no. This hasn't been working for me for a long time. So I don't know if it's me or that's them, but it seems like they've maybe shut down the image upload support. I don't see any create a new listing. Oh, it's like a job listing, I guess. Yeah, I don't see any image thing. Ironically, they support video, so they should support images. I don't know. Okay, we'll figure out the image. We'll leave the image thing as like a bonus. Sorry, I'm just like exploring the full length of the docs. Oh, I see. It's a single page doc. So that's it, right? Because yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get coding. All right. So this is where we are at. Okay. And I did get some review from. So I tidied up a bunch of things. Like we used to build and next export just because I was using an outdated version of the create next step CLI, and now we're using the proper process, I guess. I mean, it works. So, okay, so we will do an editor, .tsx. We will paste in a bunch of boilerplate stuff. Div, and then it's how do I put in head editor? Let's just call this the dashboard, I guess. All right, so that will about do it. Let's just have a simple little button here on click, and that fires off a fetch or something. Do I have to? I wonder if I have to set up an API route just for this. I don't really know, so we'll have to figure this out. So this is just /articles. Let's see what that means. It should be a post, right? So method post. I always don't know if I need to capitalize or not. You probably don't, but okay. So I think if we just copy this, that'll work. Article to create. So I guess I should just paste this in. Request init. Oh, oops. Body. JSON.stringify. Something like that. I need to close the button. Click me. Then console log. This is called point-free JavaScript. You see me use this a lot when I code because a lot of people do this. It is more extensible and more explicit, but it's less cool. So I go for cool code. Take that, Bob Martin. Okay, so this is my first post. I don't want to make it a published true post, published true. So this is the way you mark it as a draft, so people don't see it. Yeah, all right. So let's actually get started. This is an alias for yarn start. This is an alias for git start, git status. I mean, we type so much. Like we need to make use of aliases to save our keystrokes. You only have a limited number of keystrokes. All right. Okay. Just complaining at me about this. I knew this was a problem, but I just didn't think to take care of it. If error, return error. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. Try ungraphical code export as fetch, and then you'd be done. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Try ungraphical. I mean, like, yeah, like, obviously, if I did have a GraphQL, like, this is not a GraphQL endpoint, so I don't exactly know what that means. Post.map is not a function. What? Fuck it. I don't actually need this right now. Fine. What? Why is this still giving me the same error? Maybe I should just kill it and restart it. That's a weird error to have because basically there are only a few valid states, right? This is an arrow. And this is an array, right, of posts. If I try to fetch stuff and it errors, I can just show an error instead. But this should always be an array. It should not be undefined. So if this is undefined somewhere, that will cause a problem. All right. Right off the bat, I have to debug my code. What the fuck? Posts unauthorized. Okay. So it doesn't. So what I was expecting was that if there was an error, this endpoint would return an error, and then I would .catch it. But right now there's an error, and it still resolves the promise, and that's what's going on here. So here, I know I always end up turning point-free JavaScript into functions. All right, so this is a kludge. What I should really do is fix the endpoint, but I just am not in that mode right now. If error, set error x, something like that, and then else set post. To fix this in the API route. All right. Okay, so I'm a terrible coder. I'm a bad boy. All right, here's what we. I don't know how long we've been streaming, and this is what we've built out to. Yeah, I should also attach my my API key. So I should have an API key. I am going to grab it from whatchamacallit. Current API key. I set that in the window. Hey Rem, stream quality is. I did get a warning about stream quality. One sec. Yeah, sorry. This is like I'm totally new to OBS, so I don't know how to munge these things. But I did get a warning from YouTube about this. about how the stream quality was an issue. And obviously, there's no point streaming if you don't have high quality displays. So I mean I'm just kind of like messing around with this. I don't like the resolution seems. I mean I'm there's no place to edit my resolution. Yeah, that's gonna really bother me. I'm not really sure what else I can do with that. Video base resolution 100. Yeah. So why is this? Oh, I see. It looks like I have a scaled resolution down to x63. That might be issue. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna bump up my font size and then try to make that a solve for now, and then I'm gonna try and fix this resolution issue later in some other streams. All right. So I'll just bump up the font size, and that's always a good fix. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna assume that it's in local storage. What I should really do is set up a context that shares between these things. Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm just nerd sniping myself to do these things. Okay, let's see. Thanks, guys. Thank you. All right, so let's actually like stick this. So basically, I need an API key to access this articles thing, and I don't have it because I only have it on one component. So the main thing I need to do is just like lift this up to like an app level where all the pages can use it. I guess that's an important piece. I was thinking about putting it off. Hey, Jose. Hey, Jose. Jose is we went to the same college together 10 years ago. we both were in finance and now we're in tech. So it's pretty funny that how life works. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move this out to a context because I really can't, like, I can't put that off. That's important work that needs to be done. So let's just figure out how this goes. I'm a little bit rusty on this, so bear with me. So like API key context .ts. I don't need a TSX, so I can just go with TS. So just for reference, you only need TSX if you have JSX in your TypeScript files. No, I disabled that. I still have it. Cool, awesome. So I'm gonna like export cons API key context. I do like more descriptive names, and that is something that is a code style preference for sure. Yeah, right. We are old now. So let's see. So I'm just like moving code over. This I expect to run in any page. So basically we're operating within the context of Next.js. So there's no single entry point. Each of these things are individual entry points. So in like a create React app, you would be adding this to like app.js or index.js. But here I just have to define that context here and then just share it among all the different pages that need it. So I mean I think honestly, I could also just make it a hook. Like, fuck the context, right? Like, we don't need a context. All right. Use API key. Do I even need to make it a hook? I mean, maybe I need to like rerun it at times. All right. Let's just try to do this. Okay. So. Use API key equals to a function that doesn't take jack shit and then returns an API key. And then the stored API key, it just kind of reads it like that. I mean, I think that's actually I should just have some state in there. There we go. API key. Nerd snipe. I know. I'm getting so nerd snipe right now. Like, what's the best API for making like a universal context type of thing? Which is funny because like I never thought of hooks being equivalent to context in this way before, and now I think about it, there's no reason to use context unless I have like deeply nested stuff that I'm trying to update, and then I'm just trying to broadcast that state over. So this will be undefined. I don't know. Actually, I could just stick this in there and return API key. Why is this an error? Oh, thank you, TypeScript. Look at that. It spotted the capitalization things for me. What was a React land? So many ways to do basic stuff. Yes, it is lower level than people like to. I mean, it's low level. That's you win and you lose with that. Is this it? Is it that simple? Let's actually use it. All right, let's take this. Let's import use API key. See, I wanted to like get started, like, actually interacting with the Dev.to API, and now I'm just like coding random React shit. I have a feeling this will be tight. I'm not the fastest typer. Sean, by the way, so Sean gave me a nice keyboard, and I'm not using that because I had to flee home to Singapore. I got stuck there. But we all enjoy. I mean, I'll learn how to do keyboards right eventually. Yeah. See, I can get rid of this code as well because I don't need that anymore. So when I set it, I need to not set the API key locally. I need to actually give it like a like an interface. So const function. I don't have a strong preference on like what I do here. New key, and then set API key, new key. And so the reason I do this is so that I can intercept it and actually store it on the window, right? Set item. It's all right. You can't stream with Kinesis. Right, yeah, it's so noisy. It's funny because like I'm most people here know that I'm going to join AWS, and when I see Kinesis now, I think of Kinesis streams, and I'm like, what are you talking about, Kinesis? No, Kinesis is the keyboard. I mean, it's a monstrosity. It's gorgeous, but it has a learning curve for sure. Okay, so now I've synced up both local storage and for setting and reading as well. So now I don't need this, and I can just replace all mentions of API key. Let's do this first. Replace, and then remove. Sweet. All right, so with all that ceremony, we can now actually go back to our editor and reuse that code. Look at that. Reusable code. Who'da thunk? There we go. Oh, gorgeous. Where's my did I not have a fetch here? Oh, I see. Okay. I think I just like stick it in as the headers, right? Headers. God. Okay, let me just pull it up so I don't make a mistake over here. Oh, I need this stupid production thing. I might actually like make this utility function at some point, but right now I'm only using it twice, so I'm just gonna run with. Oh, I see. So this is this this aliasing between production and header is only for the Node API. I'm trying to avoid doing that. I'm trying to just ping I hope they don't have cores set up here. So I'm just trying to ping the Dev.to API directly, and we'll see how far that gets us. Oh, I just spotted something. So I just renamed current API key, so I need to rename this as well. Or I'll have an issue here. I mean, I should have an key. I should have had an error come up here if TypeScript was functional, but I'm not sure what happened there. But I mean, we know what's going on. Okay. Set use. All right, finish cooking. Back to me Saturday. Oh, happy weekend. Say hi to Yan for me. All right, so let's actually look at this. I'm expecting there to be CORS issues, but I'm not assuming it, right? Let's see what the failure was. Wait, there's no failure? Stalled. What does that mean, stalled? Okay, I'm not sure. Like, this doesn't look like a CORS issue to me. It just looks like usually there's a response somewhere. That's what I'm struggling with right now. All right, so they gave us this thing, which, I mean, sure, that's. I'm gonna bump up the font size, and copy over my super secret API key. Yeah, of course. Thank you. I mean, I'm not sure, like, everything looks right. Maybe I have to do, maybe I have to specify as application JSON. Yeah, it's unauthorized. Why is that? Oh, I deleted my key. Okay, I gotta make a new key now. Sorry, people. I should probably make a wrapper that manages it properly. Settings, account, streaming, whatever. I really need to get rid of that. Whatever. Okay, so if you're telling me that all I need to do is just fix this key, how do I do that? Okay, I'll just go over here, paste it in here, submit. Well, the key worked before, right? So I don't really understand why that key would fail. I add the VVV flag. I don't know what the VVV flag is. We'll see. We'll try it. Okay. Hang on. So I'm trying to set my this is going nuts. Not now. I'm trying to set the API key, but it's not really working. This is the new one. It's supposed to submit, and it's not working. So let's let's nerd snipe ourselves one more time. Okay. Handles submit. Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to do this. Yeah, okay, I can take that back now. Oh, look at that. It's setting API key to API key. Of course, I need to set it to the new value. That's a stupid little bug. Let's reset. Let's paste it in. Watch it change. Yep, it's changed. Okay, so and let's go forward here. Let's get the failure. And then let's get the curl command. Article param must be a JSON object. You provided article as a nil class. Okay, so this is a different error, and that's progress. So article param must be a what? JSON object. What the fuck does that mean? Payload. Article param must be a JSON object. Did I not? I mean, should I not stringify it? Is that what's going on? No, I should stringify it. So what are you talking about? All right, let's look at. So this is their curl example, and let's see what we're doing. Oh, maybe we need to set the content type to application JSON. I never know when to do that. Whenever I use Axios, it kind of takes care of that for me, I think. All right. Hopefully, this is our first success. Let's actually fire it off. No! Response. Give me a proper response in the browser. Let's copy it. And let's see what's going on. Copy, curl. Sean says to add the VVV flag, so let's actually try to do that and see what's different. I don't know why it copies so slowly, by the way. Hopefully there's a better... Ooh, look at that. Canonical URL has already been taken. Okay, so what this says to me is that a post already succeeded somewhere, and we might actually see it here. Nope, we do not see it. What the hell is canonical URL already been taken? Dev.to API articles. Oh, I see. Example blog. Hello. Oh, I see. So like I copied over some example code, and it's taken this canonical URL. So actually, I'm just gonna comment this out, and hopefully that works. Please work. Please work. Please work. Click me. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Will. Will. All right. Cool. Let's see what this this failure is really bothering me right now. Like, why is it not like, why is it not giving me a status code? Isn't that like a very basic thing? Where's the status code? All right. Let's see what this is over here. Okay, all right, that's published. All right. So is this a course issue? So if I refresh this right now, I'm expecting, oh, yay, look. We even have a nice series tag over here. That's pretty cool. Okay, so right now what the situation looks like is that we're posting stuff from the console and it works. And then we're posting stuff from the browser and it doesn't work. Which implies to me that we have a whatchamacallit? We have a CORS issue going on. Even though I can't tell from here. Like, this is only show request the same side issues. Is that only show request the same? What does that mean? No, that's not it. Yeah, I don't failed. It just says failed. Why doesn't it have a API error? Okay. I'm gonna assume that it's a CORS issue because it wouldn't make sense, but that is frustrating that it's not more explicit about that. Okay, so I could do a branch on this. Will I ever need to post? I can just put I think Next.js exposes like rec.method, so Next.js API routes middlewares. It exposes rec.methods, so we can actually just Where is it? Here we go. Rec.method. So we could actually just like if then else on this, and then we can have like put and post and whatever. So else if, maybe I should just switch. I have mixed feelings about switch, but we'll get there. Case get, something like that, and then case put post delete. I do wonder about like, yeah, I won't ever have to get a single post alone, do I? What are the methods? HTTP methods. I just want to use some of the more esoteric methods. Get, put, post, delete, connect, options, trace, patch. Yeah. I wish there was like a list method. Then I could say this is individual and this is a list. But maybe I don't. Maybe I just need to have some more ifs here. Anyway, default. Whatever. Actually, how about just no default? I don't know. So yeah. All right. So let's actually stick this into here, and then actually just return, so we don't have to break. Default. Throw new error. You forgot a case or to return. This is just so I don't have to like keep breaking all the time, which is kind of annoying in JavaScript switches. So I'm gonna take over the post method, and then say Dev.to API /articles. And I'm going to give it everything that I gave it on the front end, except this time. This time I'm actually doing a post instead. I do want a content type application JSON. And I'll give the body the same body. So this will be body. I think I can just do like rec.body. And then I can return that. Yeah. Okay, so results, whatever, posts, something like this probably works. And then that means on the front end, I need to do that dance again. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I did learn my lesson from last time, where I had a chat with Joe Haddad from the Next.js team, and they said that yeah, I mean, like I was trying to use fetch, just try and make it simple, but I should probably use something like SWR or React query. I'm more familiar with React query, and as far as I can tell, it's basically the same thing. All right, so I'm gonna try just using React query because Tanner's a good friend, and so is the Next.js team. So it's really arbitrary what I pick right now. So more nerds typing, but hopefully a higher quality code base, right? And I'm gonna have to do this work sooner or later, and so I might as well just do it now. All right, let's use React query. So the basic idea is, man, he should make this a little bit easier to copy and paste, but whatever. Import use query from React query. Please tell me you have TypeScript types. I think he likes TypeScript, so I'm good there. Will I ever be the same? Const fetch, const, you know, create new article. Let's call it that. Okay, and then we'll just give it an article, and the article is of type article, where, for example, we have a title string, we have published boolean, body markdown string, tags string, no, series optional string, canonical URL optional string. These are some, I think tags is also optional, but you know, I'm just imposing my own personal preferences on this. All right, so that gives us some certainty as to the shape of the article. And I probably have to give an API key. API key is a string. All right, sweet. And instead of fetching Dev.to articles, I need to, and instead of console logging, I can get rid of that. And instead of fetching Dev.to articles, I need to start proxying to my header. There has to be a better way for doing this. At some point, I hope to figure it out. But right now, I'm just doing what I know is going to work. API Dev.to. And so I'm going to post it, and that's going to give it that result. So, and that's going to return status, data, or error. Okay, so I'm just going to display status here, just because. Status. And then maybe I'll display pre.json.stringify data null too, and this pretty prints that data. And I'll say if error whatever error and I don't know, div. This is so terrible. Whatever. Ooh, I did get Tailwind class IntelliSense highlighting, so I can say something like BG red 50. Ooh, look at that, gorgeous. That will be horrible to look at. Hang on. BG red. Oh no, I killed it. All right. So now I have to figure out how to trigger a fetch. So this looks like this is this. I don't actually want it to run this fetch right away. Oh, so instead of query, I should actually use mutation. Use mutation. There we go. All right. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay, yep. On ping. Why can't I just yeah, all right, fine. Something like handle click. And I'll click mutate. Error. I mean, I don't know under what situation an error would appear here, but let's just try to be defensive, I guess. On click. There we go. Sweet. All right, so use mutation. I need to pass in variables to the mutation. How do I pass in variables? Call mutate with an object. Oh. Okay. Call mutate with an object. API key. And an article. I need a sample article. Sample article. Article, sample article. And just for demo purposes, I'm going to create a sample article. And let's create whatever we used to have over in those docs. Docs. Everybody. All right. I think that works. Whew. Okay. Oh, it's down. All right, so my expectation is that this will work now. And it's basically from the front end pinging to the back, pinging to the back end. And if it's a post, it will fire to Dev.to API articles. So we'll probably see something coming up over here. Status idle, fantastic. Click me. Success. I see some success. It maybe logged out something nice. 200 okay. All right, that's great. I need to JSONify this. It doesn't matter because right now when I refresh, if I see it pop up over here, oh, I did not see it pop up over here. What made it successful? I need to JSONify this thing. I have no idea what happened. Didn't. Oh God. Okay. All right. So I console logged data. Data.body.json, and then publish true. That said publish true, so actually something should show up. The fact that something didn't kind of surprises me. So I'm gonna insert more logging. It's debug equals true. If debug, this isn't just a trick I use, console.log method, and then I mean it really should not. Maybe Next.js's body rec.body. API middlewares. Okay, rec.body. Let's actually double check that rec.body is what we think it is. If debug console.log body rec.body. Maybe I'll just not do that right now. Body rec.body. I mean, I think those are the only things that I could think of going wrong here. So let's try it again and we'll see what goes wrong. Data.body.json is not a function. Okay, I'm sending an empty body. Look at that. So that's a problem. And I should not show a success. This is really bothering me. What's like a how do you show failure? response helpers. Ooh, I have response helpers. Rest.status. Okay. So let's actually give some proper status codes when some things fail. So I guess I just tried and catch. Catch error. Return rest.status 500. I don't know. Error. .send, I guess. So at least I want to like when things go wrong, I want an error to happen. It seems very basic. So this is me trying to make it happen. Okay, I think that works. Okay, so that will give me a slightly nicer and restier developer experience, but I still haven't solved the core issue of my body being empty. So, I got you. Okay, so this has to be an object, I think. Args. And then I'll say args.api key. So because we're using React query and article, because we're using React query, we have to pass in our arguments as an object like this. So that means we have to take arguments as an object over here. Yeah. All right. All right. At least we have some body going on. We have a type error because I'm trying to JSONify something that isn't a JSON. But let's actually see what happened in our dashboard, because we should be posting stuff right now. And the fact that we're not kind of concerns me. Recently published. Nope. Recently created. Nope. All right. Let's try to think about why this isn't working. This is kind of stumping me because I'm doing everything the same as I did in curl. I'm giving an API key. I'm giving a content type. Thanks, Jovi. Thank you, Jovi. I think I maybe have to JSONify this. If that's it, I'm gonna kill somebody. Yeah, that was it. I have to JSONify it. All right, so maybe I should not post things. I mean, we're making slow progress. I'm probably like the worst coder in the world, but we're making very slow progress. Okay, so I can just delete this right now, and instead of JSONifying it, I can just fire off a mutation. I don't see any reason why I want this data. I don't get anything back from the data over here, right? Like, sorry, I don't get anything back from here. So I feel like it doesn't give me anything more than this success Okay, so now that we've proven that we can interact with the API, let's actually build out this this thing. So now we're going to go back to the Tailwind UI, tailwindui.com. Might have to log in again. I guess not. Sweet. It probably will be some kind of form layouts. What do I want over here? Panels. Ooh, I like this. Let's actually do some layout, right? Basic card edge to edge, card with header, card with footer, card with header and footer, card with gray footer, card with gray body, a well on gray, a well on edge to edge and mobile. All right, so let's do card with header and footer. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I need any of this. So I'm just gonna say that I can just make that a mutation. All right, so now let's put in the card. Class name equals content goes here. So that's the header, that's the body, and that's the footer. Header, body, footer. All right, so probably we want to make, we probably want to put that status thing in the header and any errors. We'll figure that out later on. We'll probably want to put the submit in here. Submit. Oh, really? Yeah, but TypeScript doesn't know that. If I do class, TypeScript's not happy. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm happy. Like, yeah. Let me know if there's a way to make TypeScript happy when class is doing this, because I kind of don't want to override the React TypeScript types. So I'm using, React style Preact, I guess, which I know it's not, the best, but it'll do for now. Let's see what the card looks like in our editor right now. Oh, instant win. So let's think about more stuff we can add. I saw some other components over that here. We had some containers, full width of mobile. Yeah, I want some constraints. Like, this is too wide for me, right? So I do want some constraints on, like, maybe do I want padding or do I want constraints? Constraint, a big part. I don't actually know. Full width of mobile, that's what I want. Constraint with padded content above. Yeah, fuck it. I do like that in Tailwind I can just combine things arbitrarily, and then, as long as you know CSS and HTML, you can pretty much take control. So that should look slightly better. Whatever. Let's have some padding at the top, right? So let's design in the browser. I think it's here, and then we'll say something like, I don't know, PT 5. Sure. Can I make the background dark? BG gray 100. That's too light. 300. Sure. That means I probably actually just want P. Whatever, like What's the Tailwind equivalent? PX? P. What's okay? So Tailwind has these conventions, right? X means left and right, whereas I'm trying to think about what is vertical. So let me show you what I mean by that padding. So this is padding, and this is like for all four sides, and then when you get to PY, oh I see, PY is the y-axis and PX is the x-axis. So PY translates to top and bottom, and then PX translates to right and left, and then PT, and then these are the individual top, bottom, left, right. So that makes a lot of sense. So what I want over here is BG gray and then PY5. That will look slightly better. Better nothing. This is where the more I take over design from Tailwind, the more I get a little bit more insecure about whatever. All right, let's have some forms now. Let's go back and take in some forms. We've got elements, we've got avatars, badges, drop downs, button groups, buttons. Let's take a quick button. Code. I've actually taken this button before, so I just want to upgrade the look and feel of this submit button. One click, handle click over here. Maybe I'm leaving the classes stuff to the end, so I can just upgrade all of them in one go. Seems like a wiser strategy, but sometimes my OCD takes over. So this should look slightly better now. Ah, look at that. What if I want to align it to the right? I mean, like, this is fun. I really like. I like how in Tailwind I can just do individual things and not have to mess around with like naming CSS classes and stuff. That is super annoying. Do I want anything on the left? Cancel? Yeah. Okay. We'll have a cancel that just goes back. Cancel. Handle. Cancel. This should probably be a red. And it's actually say const handle equals alert not implemented yet. I probably just need to use, you know what, I'm going to nerd snipe myself again. Next.js link. There we go. Navigate between pages. How can I programmatically navigate? Give me your man at the mid. Actually, I could just wrap it as a link. Right? Give me a man after midnight. Take me to the dark place in the break of the day. Link href equals, and that should be a nice back button. Sorry, button with no click handler. Okay, so now I want to space between them because they're just gonna appear together, like that, and so I need to space between them. I always forget. I think it's called like justify between. Nope. Because I also need to make it a flex. Ooh, gorgeous. Yes. Justify between. Fantastic. All right. So now let's go to the actual form itself, and then we'll add in Monaco. And then we might be done. We might even be able to get the editing experience done because this is going to be the exact same thing for editing a post. Okay, so let's think about forms. Sorry, I've I'm still very new to Tailwind UI, so I don't really know input groups, their form layouts. I love these form layouts. These are these are Steve Sugar's things. You know what? I'm just gonna be so greedy. Like it. One thing I don't like about this Tailwind UI site is that it's kind of slow to load because there's so much going on. Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. Form layouts. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Simple stacked. 2-column. Oh, look at that. 2-column in full width cards. I see. Yeah, I don't need the cards. I just need the stack. Okay, this is form layout. What is sign in and registration? Yeah, fuck that. Toggles. Yeah, I need toggles. Ooh. Yeah, I definitely want that if I can help it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and bring in a form handler, because we're basically making a giant form, right? And what is this? This is action panels, manage subscription. No, I don't need this. This is very sassy, which I like in the right context I would definitely use, but I don't need that for this project. Okay, so I did write this piece, Preact. You may not need control form components, and it did talk about like using the name attribute and not using a handler. But I do want to just try out some new posts. React hook form seems like a new one. I have used Formic and I would recommend that for sure. But I just want to try new things. So we'll see how this feels. Okay, React hook form. Let's get started. npm install React hook form. I love the copy. Everyone should have a copy button. And then let's actually just start copying the code already, right? Everything's a hook these days. On submit, this is probably where we'll submit the buttons. Sorry about the singing. Watch input value by passing the name of it. Okay. Let's see what that means. Form on submit, handle submit, on submit. What? Okay. Handle submit will validate your inputs before invoking on submit. I see. Okay. So let's look at our form. We don't have one. What's a tricky thing is that I guess the form can just span the entire thing. In fact, I can just call this a form. And it wouldn't really mind. I turned off the auto renaming after that disaster from the last live stream. On submit equals handle submit. On submit again. Sounds weird, but that works. Okay, so register your input into the hook by invoking the register function. Include validation with required or other HTML validation rules. Errors will return when field validation fails. Okay, this is important. Stick it in the div. Something like that. So every input needs a name. Every input needs a ref. And that's about it. I like this API. Okay, so Let's do a simple. All right, what do we have to do? We have to do. We'll just do these basic ones, and then we'll try to polish it up later on. So title, hello world, publish. All right, so we'll just do some inputs. Input groups. Yeah, see, these are like standalone inputs. I'm not really. I think I want like to think about layout first. Okay, this is a huge. See, okay, what's the difference like design wise with labels on left or simple stacked? It seems like simple stack is a little bit just messier. So I think I'm just gonna do labels on left. I do like this like two-tone thing because it tells you what section you're doing. Let's actually look at how this looks in a mobile view. Yeah, it just collapses. That's very nice. Yeah, I think I'll just go with this because that seems a little neater. All right, this is gonna be super long. Holy crap. What do I really want? Okay, maybe I'll just copy and I'll delete code. All right, so this is the body. We like to party. This is the body. Hopefully there's no animation going on over there. At least Prettier's happy. Actually, I wonder if that would work by itself. Nope, that did not work. All right, class name equals. Sweet. Let's see this refresh. Oh, it's not running at all. HTML4, as we learned last time. All right, so I don't need saves. And I'm planning to make these collapsible in some way. I don't think they have an accordion, so that is a shame, but we can figure that out. So let's just get rid of. I mean, I kind of just need some combination of these two things. Yeah. I mean, this is already giving me some ideas as to like maybe I can just have a giant edit box here, and then that's the body of my markdown, and then I can have some stats as I validate over here. That seems like a nice idea. Okay. What else do I want? Also, yeah. All right. So let's not try to go too crazy. These are checkboxes. Okay, I can probably just get rid of the personal information page, and take a single email address bar. Maybe this is a good idea. I would also like autocomplete. I think it's called a combo box where you can select from a list or you can just make a new one, because that would really help a lot with like tags and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just delete personal information and then save one of the I guess this one, the street address, and make that will make for a nice title card. So these are the pieces of information I need, right? I need title, I need publish, markdown, tags, series, canonical URL. So Username. Yeah, I just need some combination of all of these. It's so weird. Okay, let's do it one by one. Let's take up personal information. And then let's take out input name. So let's take out the address thing. Email address. All right. And then we'll take out the personal information section. And then we'll take the checkboxes from notifications. These are radio buttons. So do I need that? I don't think I need that. So I just need the checkboxes. So let's look at the checkboxes, and wow, that's a pretty big checkbox. All right. Obviously, you're supposed to, legend. Oh, I love that. Okay, let me just get rid of this checkbox. I never really got to know field set. I feel like it's better. It's a really good thing that I just don't really know much about. So okay, so we want a field set, and then we can get rid of the rest of notifications. I hope that's right. Sweet. Okay, so I have some kind of issue. Rows equals 3. Sweet. Okay. Let's delete that save button over there. I do like that grayed out background, so I'm gonna steal that. Do I want anything else? Padding? No, I just like the gray. BG gray 50. All right. All right. So let's say BG gray 50. Okay. I don't need these anymore. Maybe I do. Let's just have one of them. Okay, so I don't need cover photo and don't need photo. Okay, it's a little better. We'll just call this front matter. This is required information for every post, for example. And then we'll say, instead of username, instead of about, we'll say something like, that's the checkbox. Yeah, let's just paste that in there. And then we'll say checkboxes. I don't know. Maybe I'm going too far. Published, and the default is this publicly viewable? Whatever. You know what publish means. Okay, so let's also do comments. No. Let's also do email address. How does that look? Okay. Yeah, so this would be title instead of email address. Title. Title. Post title. Let's call that. What other? I think I maybe pasted one more thing. No. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. All right, that's enough. I turn my brain off a lot when I code, and it's probably not a good idea. So let's do title first, and then what else? Title, publish, tags, series. Title, publish, title, series, tag. Okay, so let's do a repeat of title and tags, post, tags. Doo-doo. Optional series, optional canonical URL. Okay. I don't think I need the checkboxes. I mean, I don't think I need this legend thing. I thought it was nice, but it's only for like a field set of stuff. So I think I'm just going to go with a simple little checkbox like that. E.g. React, JavaScript, advice, reflections. These are all categories that I use. Maybe I should just put that in a placeholder. Placeholder, my amazing post. And then let's actually split it out and then fill in the optional tags. Okay, so we don't really have a format for that. So we'll like try to fill it out over here. And let's move this about thing down. Oh, there it is. Post body markdown. Post body, something like that. Lorem ipsum. Let's do startup ipsum. My favorite kind is ipsum. Small one. Okay. I feel like this needs to be longer, so let's make that longer. I mean, I'm probably gonna turn that into thing anyway. Okay, so what else? I basically need every card to be collapsible because this could just visually get in the way, and maybe I'll just like tie the title to this top level thing. Okay, so let's actually see what that means. Maybe make this front matter gray. No, make this front matter gray. There's a grid here. I see. BG gray 50. I don't love it, but yeah, let's just get rid of it. Okay, so how do I make this collapsible? Kind of just do a toggle here, right? Do you have anything collapsibility focused? There's some icons over here. Wideless. Banners. Footers. Nothing that I can see is collapsible. So let's look at the drop downs. There we go. Yeah. Nothing I can really see is collapsible, so I'll just steal the SVG, basically. Back to my dashboard. So maybe I'll just like put it at the end here. And hope that works. Should probably get rid of the username thing. But like, I do want that for my next section. So let's actually make this. Okay, let's say this is the div for front matter, and then this is the div for. Maybe I just put everything in there. Yeah. All right. So I was gonna go for 2 cards, but I think that would be overkill. I should probably everything should be front matter here and then just body here. So in that case, I'm gonna move this canonical URL thing down. Somewhere out there, someone say and pray, someone's thinking of me and loving me tonight. Somewhere out there, someone saying a prayer. We'll find one another somewhere out there. All right, so let's actually wire this up to the React hook form. So as we talked about before, we need to give it a name and a ref. We'll find one another somewhere out there, all where dreams come true. And even though I know how very far apart we are, what if I want to bind the name of something to somewhere out there, someone saying pray, we'll find one another, loving me tonight, somewhere out there, someone saying pray, we'll find one another, somewhere out there, where dreams come true. Okay, set value. Someone gave me a set value. What are all the exports of this? Okay. Let's look at the exports of use form. Form values. Form context values. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. I don't think that's it. I think where I was at previously was that was it. Oh, I lost it. Okay, let me try again. Use form. Form context values. Yeah, these are all the exports. Look at that. There's register, there's unregistered, there's watch, there's set values, there's get values. I think I want that. Is this not documented? Of course it's not. Docs are gorgeous, by the way. All right. So let's actually call this get values. So let form values equals to nothing. Get values from the form, and then I'm just going to rerun this on every re-render. Oh, do you think I can just watch it? That would be rad. Okay, so let's actually register all these things. ID equals. All right, so instead of ID equals, let's have name equals, name equals, name equals. So there's post title, post title, post title, I need, there's post title, post tags, comments. What's comments? Post published. Let's call it is published so we don't confuse ourselves. I mean, always take an opportunity. Name equals post canonical URL. I mean, at some point, there's no point using all these prefixes, but whatever. So what we really want is post title, and if we can watch it, then I don't have to do all this get values bullshit. But I also need to register refs. So refs equals register, right? Name equals ref equals register. Ref equals register. Ref equals register. All right, I think that's all of it. Let's see the console log magic. Ooh. Why is form values nothing? Oof. Get values. All right, so let's shift this in there. Save, reload. Form values ought to, ooh, there we go. So form values is nothing outside of, why don't you make it a hook and call it use values, you doofus? Because you don't need it. Yeah, all right, fair enough. Okay, so the reason I want this is so I can watch post title, and I don't need form values. I don't need get values. I do need watch. So now I can insert it in over here where the status is, and I can say something like that, and I don't know, call this an H1. So my amazing post is here. I like that. I do need to make this not a block. I need to make this like inline. So inline, display inline, sure. Oh, I just say dot inline. Fantastic. Who would have thought about that? And then I just make this a flex, and then my favorite, justify between. And I think that would probably do it. Let's also get a pill. I'm feeling more confident, I have to say, about this. Let's also get a pill. I took a pill and a pizza to tell Avicii I was cool. I'm a real bad baller 'cause I got $1 million and I got to spend it on money and booze. Unlike me, so I do want to change the class based on the color. I mean, based on the status, but I'll just call it a to-do. To-do change color based on status. All right, let's see what it looks like. So when I type this in, like, this is my new amazing post, and that actually is a nice thing over there. In fact, I can click a button over there and like show or hide the front matter. So I think I will do that. Although this, so the problem with this status is that it's actually more related to the submitting than it is to the form, the status of the form. I probably need a status if I want to update posts, but it just, like, design wise, it doesn't really make a lot of sense over there. Always something to do. Still, I think instead of the status, let's just move the status out. Bring it down to the submit. And we'll just call that a to-do over there. And then instead of the form, So title, watch. To do title required, something like that. We can fix the wording later. We can fix it now. As name, color. What's the red? Not BG. I need text red. Placeholder red. I need text red. Pink. There we go. Yeah, whatever. And then let's copy over the collapsey drop down thing. So I want to copy just this arrow thing. Actually, what does it look like when I? Huh. That's it. Don't love it. Aren't you supposed to like turn? All right. Anyway, let's copy over the SVG. All the way up here. Yeah, see? So what that would be is a button that toggles whether I show or hide the on click. Set is showing front matter. I like these like long Boolean names. Const use state is showing front matter true. Oh, that wasn't even close. All right. God damn it. So I need to condition this on the entire section, right? I got confused by the syntax highlighting over there. Oh, okay. Let's collapse this div. Let's get rid of this div over here. And yeah, that's fine. It does have a separator. So we probably should avoid that. This is border T. So let's take out the border T. Border B. Border gray 200. And then P B 5. Okay, that looks better. This is required. This is required. Information for every post. Let's not say something that's so strong. I don't know. Metadata for every post. And then we'll have some like guide here showing what they show us. So let's look at this. Something like that. Here's a list of possibilities. How does that look? That does not look good. Yeah, such the code. That does not look good. Got nothing. Yeah, maybe you just get rid of this. I don't have a good idea for how that looks. Okay, so I have this hiding. I think I want to make this a show. This show button a little bit more clear. So saying like and span something. Show front matter. And then the title is obviously the most important thing, and I wonder if we can set focus there. Autofocus? No. Oh, input. Autofocus. Okay. Fantastic. Oh, this is a little bit too weird. Show front matter. Show front matter. Huh. Okay. This is spanning a little bit weirdly. Why is this on the next line? SVGs are blocks. So if I just call this an inline SVG, literally, that's fine. Inline. Okay. So I think we're good there. Is a much better feeling already. React Java. Comma separated e.g. Publish is viewable. So instead of the checkbox, I want to toggle. So I think we're done with the drop down. Like we could animate it, turning the arrow, but I think that's beyond the scope right now. So simple toggle, short toggle, toggle of icon. Ooh, this is so fancy. Okay, all right. What about simple toggle? What's this like colon class thing? That is not the promise of Alpine.js. Okay. Okay, so what am I thinking? I'm thinking I want the icon. And let's look at how to translate that icon into the checkbox. Oh wow. Okay, this isn't even an input. Okay. So I maybe have to hide it somehow. That's more work than I want to do. All right, let's leave it as a checkbox. Like you can hide the input and like put it off screen and then coordinate it with this toggle, but I just worry about the accessibility issues and I don't want to deal with that. All right, so let's do Monaco and then we'll call it an evening. What about the other fields? I need the canonical. I don't need the canonical URL. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave this unresolved for now, but we'll have to resolve it at some point. Okay, so the spacing is kind of bothering me, so I'm gonna improve the spacing a little bit. Post title, div tags. All right, so this needs to be flex. Flex call, and then it needs to be. Does it need to be flex? Basically, I need the padding for each of these things to be py 5. py5, py5, py5. Yeah, I'll probably do it. That is way too much. I probably need like my. And then that bottom padding is a little bit weird. So, I don't know, man. Okay, instead of my, it's going to be mb. mb5. Yep, all right. Let's get rid of the last one. Yeah, looks better. Okay, I spent way too much time on that. And let's look at Monaco for Markdown. Okay, so this is a totally different discipline from everything I've done so far. Actually, let's commit what we have, because I feel like we've done a significant amount. Get initial post editor up with API endpoint. All right, sweet. So then let's also talk about the Monaco editor. So don't need this, don't need this, don't need. I may need that. Don't need this. May need that. Okay, Monaco editor. You know, I actually left some instructions for myself. So Swix Monaco. Oh fuck. Swix Monaco. There we go. Okay. Monaco. So that's npm install Monaco-editor. I do need to wire it up with Webpack. Yeah, okay. So I need the Next.js docs on Webpack config. Next.js, let's just see if there's a Monaco editor. Monaco editor with Next.js. There's a React Monaco editor. The fuck's that? React is so spoiled for like things. Okay, it's 47 kilobytes, not bad. You mean I can just do this? Are you shitting me? Oh. Oh, okay. I need a Webpack plugin. Okay, fine. What's the difference? This is in 2018. How much do I believe this? Set up a custom server for static middleware. No, I don't need that. Yeah, I mean, this can be a heavy page. I don't care. Okay. Import Monaco Editor from React Monaco Editor. So what are you actually doing as Mr. Monaco? Import stars Monaco. I don't know. All right. I'll leave that as like a backup. I feel like this would be enough. Okay. All right. Let's try it. npm uninstall Monaco -editor. npm add. And then let's get ready to rumble. So where that post body text area thing was. Oh, I didn't wire this up. Monaco Editor, and then value. Let's see. Options. What options? Edited amount. I don't need edited amount. Not needed. On change. Do I need it on change? I might need that. Let's have code and options. Let's just not use options for now, and then let's do code. So that would be a use state again. Let's call this post body. Maybe I don't need that. Maybe I need like I need to interactive React form. Okay, you know what? Let's just do the simple version for now and then not get distracted. On change new value. Okay. Post body. All right. And then I need this in Webpack. Okay, so inside of Next.js, I need to figure out how to modify Next.js Webpack config. Webpack config. I'm just adding a loader, right? Oh, that's not too bad. Monaco equals require. Okay. Config.plugins. Config.plugins.push. Monaco. I'm totally winging it. Okay, so JSON, Markdown. Fuck it. JSON. Ooh. What are the languages? Languages. Is that really everything? Right. So, what if I just included all of them? Nah. All right. So JSON, CSS. CSS. What else we got? TypeScript. JavaScript. HTML. Language of the web. GraphQL. Handlebars. Nah. MySQL. Pug Python. Razor, Reddit, Switch, Shift, Scheme, SCSS, Shell, Solidity. Oh, fuck it. SCSS, Solidity, Sophia, SQL, VBXL, YAML. YAML. All right. That worked. I'd be very surprised. Ah, failed. All right. What you got? All right. I have no idea if you're watching in future. Just, I'm sorry about all the dead air. I'm trying to think really hard because I'm integrating multiple different things at once. So, this is really me just being a dumbass and my raw abilities. And totally understand if you have a very diminished opinion of me after all this. There's an error in the build. Failed to compile. Global CSS cannot be imported from within node modules. Okay, all right, whoa. All right, I get you. It looks like what they were saying is right. I do need to Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, let's I'm sure someone's run into this issue. One of your dependencies imports the CSS file. Cannot be supported. All right. So I saw something in the docs about how here, if you're using CSS modules in your project, you're likely to get conflict by default. In order to avoid that, separate CSS loader for app and Monaco Editor package. Okay. Loader. Okay. All right. So if I do config.modules.push and I'll link this section for my future self from docs. Otherwise, error. I do like to document things for myself. Okay, so we now have a test for Monaco Editor and a test for Apter. I mean, this looks right. I do have to replace the CSS test. So let's look at the CSS test. Default loaders. Yeah, what the hell are your default loaders? How about you tell me instead of hiding it from me? Default loaders. Tell me what the fucking loaders are. Next.js default loaders. All right, you refuse to tell me. What are options? Config options. All right, tell me about your default loaders. Console.log default loaders. All right, show me what you got. Restart the server. Okay, you really only have Babel? Holy crap. Huh. Okay. So what if I just did this? What if I just did push? Would you be happy? Okay. I see. So I may have accidentally disabled post CSS for myself. Okay, all right. Built-in custom CSS configuration being detected. Okay. All right, built-in CSS support docs. Come on, dude. Why do you make it so? I see. I need to add post CSS to. I'm a little bit, I'm diving down a rabbit hole of like Webpack configuration. So I apologize for that. Yeah, all right, installation is set up. Needs a post CSS loader. All right. I think I could just copy this. And no one would know. So this is the main CSS thing. And then this is the subset. I wanna know, will I ever see the rain? Please work. Invalid post CSS plugin found at plugin 0. Why is it invalid? Which one? Post CSS import. Yeah. All right. This is kind of getting on my skis of like where I want to take this. Invalid post CSS plugin found at plugin 0. I'm not sure why it's invalid. Let's look it up. This is my last attempt. Don't worry about that. Post CSS loader. Well, so let's see what version on loader we have. Post CSS loader. I'm sure it's way past that. It's 3.0. Remove package log JSON. All right, that's a version issue. What? It's the same thing. Andre Sitnik. Okay, so I have some like weird issue here. I'm going to revert that change and try to figure out. Okay. All right, that was a fail. Let's do Monaco. You know what? I'm gonna cheat and check out Joe Haddad's post. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go again. How to view source code for now.sh. What? view source for now.sh. I think it's like /_source, something like that. Underscore src. Oh, damn it. Okay, I hope you ship. Even the source map's not good enough. Okay, github.com timer 150. What? Twitter.com/timer 150. Okay. GitHub timer 150. It's got Joe Haddad timer. Did you seriously make it private closed source? Ugh. Where the fuck? Man, why didn't you just open source it? How hard is that? Because it's not a Next.js site. All right. Yeah, I mean, this has Monaco, which is what I want, but it's always a drag. So let's actually take a break from all this and go follow instructions for once, because this was always my backup, right? Okay. So what I'm going to do is delete this. Delete all of this. Delete this. Delete this. And just follow instructions. That's all I want. Is all I want is you. This is my last night with you. Hold me like I'm more than just a friend. Give me the memories I can use. Take me by my hands. What we do, always do. Remember how it is. Can I TS ignore that? TS ignore a line. Motherfuck. Ah. It's really annoying. I can TS ignore a line, right? All right. Okay. So import the CSS. And then set up the CSS loader for Webpack. Okay. That's it? That's disgusting. I bet that's out of date. I don't think that's right. This is definitely out of date. We'll just have to cross that bridge when we get there. let's check out this package. If it's out of date, then this resource is out of date. Published 2 years ago. What if the CSS plugin was wrong, right? All right. I don't know what post CSS import does, but yep. Okay. That is not good. So, yeah. So this, I mean, so I think these instructions don't work. All right. Oh, these CSS instructions is terrible. Okay. What's my plan of attack right now? I mean, I think I'm still nearly here. I just don't know why these plugins are invalid. And so, let's look at that. CSS support. There we go. I basically need Next.js to expose its own CSS modules for CSS setup for me. Remove default CSS loader. What? Huh. Div.css. Okay. it's too smart. Okay. What if has user CSS config? What if I just yeah, what if I just overrode this to just false? And then yeah, all right. Nope. Okay. So where exactly does it? So the way that Next.js inserts the CSS stuff is in all this junk, and I think the post CSS stuff is being handled here. So why exactly is it? Yeah. I have no idea how to edit this thing. Okay. Well, I think I should have one more try and then I'll just give up, because that's something I can get help on. That's not on the stream. All right. So where I'm at, maybe I just don't need Next.js. Again, it's just not clear where to override this. So in this implementation, I'm using Zeit's Next CSS. So I'm not doing anything Monaco related, but even then I still have issues with the invalid post CSS plugin. So like this alone should do it already. Tell me why it's invalid. Okay. All right. So I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Let's try to walk back to here This is my source of truth for when I was trying this out. Actually, let's just do it small. Yeah, I mean, the problem is like none of this gonna work with Next.js. It's gonna find this and it's gonna freak out. It's just super annoying because I can't edit that. Okay. All right. Well, I think we won't be able to solve it here, which is kind of a pain. Sorry about all the back and forth and stuff. Yeah, we won't be able to solve it here. I think we might be able to use, so my backup options are like Prism.js basically, where this is the traditional client-side highlighting thing. It only does highlighting, doesn't do any IntelliSense, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, I mean, this will definitely work with Webpack. Actually, you know what? I need a win. So let's do that. npm uninstall Monaco Editor. I'll still try to come back to Monaco. I do like Monaco. I do want to grow my Webpack skills. So the fact that we don't have any of this right now, I know exactly the people I need to talk to figure this out. All right, so let's do Prism.js, and then we can call it. In fact, it might be so dumb that there is a React Prism renderer, a React Prism. I don't know. Ugh, this does not look good. Okay, so yeah, the docs for this really suck. Jesus. See, React Prism.js editor. React Simple Code Editor. All right. Yeah, okay. Please tell me this works. Whoa. All right. Let's get this in. Let's get this in. River. See what happens. Oh, I don't have a this.set state. Set post body. What? Oh, hang on. Did I take that out? I did not. I've been roaming around, I've been looking down, and all I see. You know we gotta make it nervous. Good to see success again. Someone like you. Someone like you, somebody. Oh, it doesn't have Prism. I hate incomplete instructions. Just tell me to install Prism. I won't hold it against you. All right. Function. Is this working? It's not working. Do I need some random CSS installed? Is that what's going on? All right, so let's do this. X equals to const temp equals return temp console.log temp code. Okay, so it just doesn't have the highlighting CSS. Either that or no, I think that's about it. It doesn't have the highlighting CSS. Okay. What can we do there? No, it's not this. You need to use the editor with third-party library that provides syntax highlighting. Okay, where is your damn demo? Demo. Oh, fuck you. Example. There we go. I bet it's one of those externally inserted CSS things. Guess not. What? Where is your demo? Oh, don't tell me you're editing every one of these. Okay. That could work. I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Seriously? How about no? I want to use one of yours. Where's Prism's own CSS thing? Okay, so it looks like I can just import from Prism. So let's look at Prism. I've used this before, so you know, I'm not that bad, but I'm pretty bad. I'm a bad guy. Prism themes / prism dark.css. All right, let's look at the themes. Dark. I don't like dark. Tomorrow night's good. Twilight. Solarized light. Okaida. Oh, Okaida looks great. Funky. Fuck that. Tomorrow night. Let's do tomorrow night. Global CSS cannot be imported from files other than your custom app. Fuck you. So I will import tomorrow night to my editor. God damn it. Reveal in Finder. Themes. Tomorrow night. Reveal in Finder. VS Code could do better at this, for sure. Tomorrow, there's always tomorrow. Oh, you think I don't have to vendor this? Okay. From your custom app. I can delete this now because I'm importing CSS the way that Next.js wants me to import, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, we broke it. BG Blue 900. Let's see what that looks like. What? Is that good enough? I guess. Let's change this to Markdown, and let's see what happens there. Yeah, I'm never gonna be happy until I have Monaco, but at least this will. Languages, Prism Core, components, Prism Core. .js. Languages, extend, key. Oh, damn it. Why is this so hard to read? Global. Nah. All right. Well, I probably want Markdown. So what if I did Markdown over here? Yeah, I need to read the Prism docs a little bit here. Down. Highlight. Returns a highlighted HTML string. Okay. So I think you should just require all of Prism. I mean, I don't. .languages.markdown. Prism.highlight. Import Prism from Prism.js. Cannot be property rest of undefined. I need to load languages. Okay. Import load languages from Prism.js components. Load languages markdown. I have a list. .default. No.
Do not use low languages with Webpack. Use the Babel plugin described above. What Babel plugin described above? Maybe I should just do this. Oh, there you go. Okay. Let's try this. Because I'm not getting anywhere else. npmi Prism.js. I do have a Babel plugin, right? Nope. Alright, let's double check if there's any instructions. Plugins. Wow. Wow. Well, I met you. I treated you bad. Oh, but since you've been gone, you because I've been around in my head down, and I wonder who's loving you. Build errors. Function. Hello world. Who's importing global CSS? Man, this thing is really annoying. All right, so I'm going to not do that. Not use the Babel plugin. Not use low languages. Not use that. I'm going to use this. And maybe try to guess markup. I actually don't even need this anymore. Fuck it. unused.babelrc. What the fuck? Cons temp equals that. Return temp console.log languages. So you have JS, you have JavaScript, you have C-like. Okay. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. So let's look for Prism Markdown. All right, let's try it. Let's go back and try that again because I feel like that's a problem I can fix. Token. Okay. Console.log token. Markdown. Yeah, there's nothing going on. So right now I'm trying to debug this, and if there's something locally I can do to fix that, or if it's just not documented, but there's a fix, I can fix that for sure. So token URL and Prism.languages.markdown doesn't have it. Prism.languages. I don't know what this is. Oh, okay. Let's look at what Prism.languages.markdown has. Languages. Maybe if I like attach the debugger to this, I'd be able to debug better. Yep, there's no languages. Okay, I feel like there's some docs that I'm missing. Markdown. Okay, Prism.languages are markdown. Undefined, whatever. Okay. Do I have to say markdown down there? Markdown. Editor. Markdown. Markdown. Yeah, the languages are still empty. I feel like I've dealt with this before. You really need to load languages. Okay, so can I read property inside of undefined? This has got to be someone has dealt with this before. Okay, using Prism with Markdown. sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. He's gone away. Anytime he goes away. Okay. I feel like I'm just missing something super simple. If only like there was an API doc. Everything is just like fucking drop this shit in. Okay. I know. So my thesis is that the API doc is actually, oh no, dude. What? API. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Nope. All right. This is not helpful. So what do I need? I need to figure out what is this markdown. I need to supply markdown token. I need to supply a bunch of markdown languages. Okay. Where do I get that? Anytime it goes away. One way I think I could do this is look for source code that does this. So let's try using GitHub Advanced Search. This is really dark for me. I have to register language. Okay, Prism.js. Maybe I should use Highlight.js. I don't know. Okay. Code.languages.markdown. All right, let's see some code examples. DocuSource. That seems promising. Nope, they use Highlight.js. Yeah, you in Node it seems like you can just require it, and everything works. What? Prism and Highlight? Do 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 do. 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 Might just use Highlight.js because I really don't care about Prism. Yeah, fuck it. All right, one more try. Maybe a better docs. It's not technically Prism specific. Okay. What's the highlighting API? Just highlight block. Highlight auto. Why don't they have fucking API docs? Developer docs. What the fuck do you think I am? Of course. Huh. Why not put that up? Jesus. Okay. So it looks like I need to do HLJS editor, HLJS with Markdown, the code, and everything else is optional. Ooh, I can even fix markup. That's nice. It's not a function. This is my markdown. Here is a URL, myurl.com, and I have some basic syntax highlighting. This is a function, const abc equals code block. List is fun, or this is a block quote. Okay, so it doesn't have code blocks. Fences, code blocks. Create a code example. Yeah. No, I mean, this is not terrible. So I could actually probably live with this. So let's wire it up. I mean, we're close to done now. Let's wire it up. So instead of post body, there's actually, yay, we have highlighting. That took way harder. So what is the point of a register function? Okay, custom register. Yeah, let's do like required true. Ref equals register. We can do min length 3, I don't know. And then we can do, that's a validate. Ref equals, sure. Sure. And then ref equals canonical URL. This is not required. Okay, so it looks like we can just set value. Okay. Let's get the set value hook out. And then we'll just set value here on value change. So so we don't actually need post body. So now when we submit, let's have a test submission. Let's have a test submission. Make sure that we have everything correct. So instead of this, we're going to console.log article. args.article. Okay. Then we'll also wire up on submit. And then we'll say something like mutate sample article handle click. So this should not be button type handle click anymore. It should be button type submit. And then handle click should be rolled up to on submit. So here I can say something like data.post title, data.post published, post title, post tags, post is published, post canonical URL, post body. Set value, post body. Series, I'll just leave it out. Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. This is there a sticky? Sticky. All right, let's make the H1 sticky. No. You need to have the parent relative, right? Wait, why is not? Is it not sticky? Is the wrong thing sticky? Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so let's look at the logs. And let's submit some stuff. Actually, let's look at the validation requirements. My title here. Advice, test. No. Why is the bar markdown empty? Set value post body. Okay. Console log data. Did I miss something in set value? Yeah, I think it sounds like set value requires an existing name to be registered. Custom register. Okay. All right. All right. Post body, require true, minimum 100. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, I think I'm happy with that. I don't want the initial value to be the sample text. Sample text. I mean, it really looks like I should just have post body. Set post body code. Const use state post. Set post body React.use state. Initial state. Just empty string. Fill this in with a pot of gold. Twitter link URL. All right. I'm happy with that. Oh, crap. Post title is awesome. React TypeScript. All right, let's do the final push and actually push it live to production. My hello from, actually, let's make this part of the actual post that, that I'm going to publish. Make your own Dev.to live CMS Livestream, part 1, live coding. I definitely undersold that. Preact, TypeScript, Next.js, whatever. Published. This is day 2 of my live code Dev.to CMS. See day 1 here. I will update this with a link to the YouTube video later. I mainly faced issues with trying to integrate Monaco and then starts with an R. Oh, Prism.js. Finally, this landed on for the second half on Highlight.js. For the first half, it was pretty easy going. You can also play with it live on HTTPS Dev.to cms.now.sh. I was mostly pulling components off of Tailwind and UI and assembling an editor. All right. I need to figure out what happens after I submit, because that was not obvious at all. But let's actually look at what I have over here. Did I say? I said it was published. Oh. Yeah. Post is published. True. I think I may have screwed that one up. Okay. But that's not important. The important thing is... Whoa, there's a new editor. Hey, someone's watching my stream. Alright. Save draft. Okay. Okay, cool. Let's push this up and then I think we're done. I don't need a console log anymore. Console.log. All right. Success using Highlight.js. So the last part of everything I like to do is update the specs. Like we've done this. Yeah, let's say we've done this. Integrate OAuth flow from Ben Halpern. Create a new post. Done. List post done. I just need to do edit next. With a lot of the UI and the syntax highlighting worked out, it should be easier. But this also, I have more things to do. To-dos. How to use Monaco with Next.js. Yeah, I just want to use Monaco. It's just so much better with like hinting and then completion and tabbing and all that. And sticky header and auto combo box for tags and series. Image upload. Yeah, so there's a bunch of features that we'll have to sort out after we get the basic CRUD done. Yeah, I think we will not delete offering blog posts. Okay. Leave me. So that should be live now on the Dev.to CMS site. And if you just give the right key, I probably need to make a link to the editor. God damn it. Okay, so let's make a link to the editor. Create new post editor. Okay. That was that. All right. So I know it was a very, very long stream, but we explored a bunch of different things that are pretty cool. We at least have some indication that syntax highlighting does not work in prod. So we got to figure this out. It works in dev. But yeah, thanks for sticking it out with me. I know this is super long and there's like 2 people of you who will see it. So if you see this, let me know. You can write in Markdown. Yeah, seriously, really appreciate if you stuck it out all the way through. I know I'm not the best live streamer, but I hope to get better at it because it's the only way I'm going to get any video out. And I think video is important. All right. Cheers.